Hello, how's it going, YouTube family? This is your boy Chef Timmy J coming at you today with another video. What I am doing for you today is we're going to take and make some salad. I have a half an iceberg lettuce here. I have 3 eggs that I have definitely boiled, and I've got half of a red bell pepper. These are all the veggies that I haven't went to the grocery store. And of course, as you all know, that due to all of these crazy things going on in the world right now, gas prices are high, food costs are high, so you kind of got to stretch out the food that you have. But anyway, I also have some Asian style crunchy noodles. These are made by LaChoy. They're the wheat and rice flavored noodles. Also, I've got the Mount Olive brand of jalapeno slices. I'll be using those. And then I have some Goya adobo all-purpose seasonings. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is just what I had in my cabinet. And then what I'll be using to top all of this off is just some Hidden Valley Ranch is what I have. Hidden Valley Ranch is what I'll be using. Let me go ahead and get into it. And first thing that you want to make sure you do is, if you have lettuce, if you got iceberg or whatever, you want to go ahead and chop it up. Now you can fine chop, you can thin chop, whatever kind of chop you like. For me, I like a rough chop when I'm using iceberg. Sometimes I'll go thin or finer. And as I'm doing here, I'm just chopping my lettuce up. And you can use as much lettuce or as little lettuce as you like. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. A question that I have for you all out there is, what all do you put on your salads? When you make a salad, what are some of the different or interesting vegetables or fruits, or maybe even you take pizza and put it on salad? I'm gonna take this leftover half of lettuce and I'm gonna save it because that's all the lettuce that I need. I'm gonna put it in my bag here, just filling that bag up. And then I'll go ahead and begin to slice up my egg. And so you can slice up eggs any way you want it, chop it any way that you want. I rough chop mine, doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'll actually put it in my salad. So this is 3 eggs that I had. And again, I'm rough chopping my eggs. They can be any kind of way that you like it. Have fun with it. Smash it up, chop it up, any kind of way that you want. This is really my protein substitute, is when I use that egg there. And then again, I'm gonna slice it up, rough chop, just the way I like it. Doesn't have to be perfect, any kind of way that you want. But yeah, folks, definitely in the comments, I wanna hear, how do you make your salads? I know you would think that, oh, everyone makes a salad, but your salad is your art. I'm slicing up my red bell pepper here, and I'm slicing it up long ways, and then I'll come across and I'll rough chop my red bell peppers. But again, definitely let me know, how do you make your salads? What all do you put in your salads? Respond in the comments. Do you have fun with your salads, or do you just make a basic, boring salad? And I'm gonna step off here for a second because I've got to wash my utensils. If you guys seen several of my videos, I'm a big person when it comes to, you want to make sure your kitchen stays clean. You don't want any kind of cross-contamination. Kitchen is a place where you definitely prepare food. So I'm just taking a moment here, cleaning my knife. And so I've done that. And so now what we will do is, if you can see this here, ladies and gentlemen, this salad looks really amazing right now. It is booming. And so now I'm going to grab a spoon because I am going to add my sliced jalapenos. And so you can add as many as you like. If you don't like jalapenos, then do not put this in your salad. If you can't handle hot, spicy foods, I love hot, spicy foods. For me, it's what definitely makes my salad. So I go in on it like now. I'm just going in, Pro tip here, something else that I've done. If you can handle spicy foods, do this. If not, don't do it. I actually take about 3 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic, and I will add that to whatever brand of jalapeno slices, and you just let that marinate, because one thing that it'll do is it will infuse the flavor of your jalapenos. And then if you ever want to make some pepper sauce, you can take this, put it in an empty container like the container I have here, which I have canola oil in it, but you can take an empty container and you can pour all this goodness, and guess what? Now you have your own pepper sauce, type of pepper sauce. So now I'll open up my Troy Asian noodles and I'm gonna spread some of those across my salad. You can do as much or as little as you like. Have fun, again, it's your art. And then I'm going to take some of the adobo seasoning here and open this up. And I'm gonna put my adobo seasoning on here on top of my salad. You can do as much or as little as you like or as your body can handle. And then last, what I'll do is I will take my Hidden Valley Ranch. I know you all are wondering, why did he turn that upside down? Look at me, just making a mess everywhere. I love it. Looks good. Let me grab something and wipe that up. But the reason I turn it upside down is the ranch can definitely come out, and a lot of times your ranch will get stuck to the bottom of your jar, and before you know it, you've actually thrown away some product. So it's just my version of how I try to save and stretch products. Okay, now I will take this ranch and I will start putting my ranch all over my salad. You can make any kind of design. You can do as much or as little as you like. And let me close that up. That ranch is perfect. It's just the way that I like it. Nice and to the point, to my point. And then last, I will grab some pepper. I'll grab my black pepper and I will add some black pepper. And so I'm adding my black pepper. You can put as much or as little black pepper as you like. I like black pepper, so I tend to go heavy and crazy on the black pepper. And basically, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna grab this and let you see it, that this is an awesome, beautiful salad ready for you to. I can't wait to dig in and take a bite. But again, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Chef Timmy J, Mr. Jack 6087 is my YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you again. Peace.